All right. I'm a huge believer in helping the customer make a better decision. And I'm also a believer that when we help the customer make a better decision, we're going to get paid for it. All right? Most customers do not know how to buy a car or a truck. Most of them suck at it. True or false?
True.
I mean, they come in loaded with information. I mean, we used to be scared of a customer with a calculator. Now they come in with reams of information. Is there any misinformation on the internet?
Yep.
Yes.
Do consumers misconstrue information on the internet?
Absolutely.
Here's an interesting exercise. I've done this in dealer meetings. I put up on the screen in Google, and I Google 4 things. The first thing I Google is I need help living longer. Would you agree that that's a pretty important topic?
Yes, sir.
33 million results is the average number of results that pop up for I need help living longer. Then I put in I need help buying a new or a used car. How many results pop up?
Billions.
100 million. 3 times. 100 million. Then I Google I need help finding a good car salesperson. 40 million results pop up. But the winner, John, is I need help having more sex. 677 million. You probably already Googled that, haven't you? All right, I've got Mitch here. Mitch has landed on a $50,000 Explorer. And you as a general manager, you guys are going to have to determine, A, if you'd want anybody on your sales staff doing this. It's not hard, I can tell you that. Or B, which ones you would want doing it. All right? I want to be able to go to the desk. I want to be able to come to you, Sebastian, and say, look, Sebastian, here's what the guy said he'll put down. $8,000. That lets you pencil 8,000, 9,000, and 10,000. Okay? I give you my name and my social security number. It's going to take you a matter of minutes to determine my propensity to pay, and probably you can get a good idea of what my capacity is too, right?
Right.
How do you figure out how much cash someone's got?
You ask them.
Okay, try it. Do it.
How much you want to put down?
Nothing. That's a disaster of a question.
That's what they find out. So like the spoon would bring me and say, hey, they got $1,000 down. How'd you find out? That's exactly how he asked. Is that not right?
It's
How you ask the customer how much money down
a disaster. Okay? How much do I have?
We don't know.
We don't know. There's nothing we can, there's no scientific way to do this. It's an art. Okay? I've got Mitch. Mitch has landed on a $50,000 vehicle. I'm going to have this conversation. It might be on a demonstration ride. Ideally, it's going to be somewhere where I can write it down, because I like to write and talk at the same time. And what I'm writing is exactly the same thing that I'm talking about. What happens when you write and talk at the same time? No, you double your power of communication, because every time I put my pen to the paper, look, his eyes automatically go to the paper. Okay, Mitch, you picked out a $50,000 Explorer, all right? Most of my customers on a vehicle in this price range want to put down 20 to 25%. In your particular case, that would be $10,000 to $13,000. Did you plan on putting down that much, or did you have another number in mind?
Oh, good Lord, no.
Okay, hey, Mitch, not a problem. We're going to do it your way. Okay, I never want the customer to think that lack of cash is an objection. No matter what he says, I'm going to say, not a problem, Mitch. We are going to do it your way. However, can I share with you why customers want to put down that kind of money?
Sure.
Okay, look, what you want to do, the whole key to the kingdom when it comes to financing is the balance to finance. The lower the balance to finance, all good things come to you. All right, so the more money you put down, the lower the balance to finance, because you didn't strike me as the type of guy that wanted to go home to the country club and announce that you had the highest payment in the country club. Am I right about that?
You're right about that.
Okay, the more money you put down, the lower your monthly investment. Okay? Now, you also have been beating me up about saving money today. You want to save money, correct?
Yes, sir.
Whether you borrow the money from Ford Credit or your Aunt Millie, the lower the balance to finance, the fewer the finance charges you pay. So you save money. And Mitch, maybe most importantly, every single day people come in here and they want to buy a car or a truck from us. They're excited, we're excited, and like an hour and a half later, they leave frustrated and we're frustrated too. They can't buy because they financed it for too long, they didn't put down enough cash, and they suffer from negative equity. It's an epidemic in this country. The more money you put down, it gives you the option that most people don't have, and that's the option to shorten the term. When you shorten the term, a couple cool things happen. Number one, you save even more money because, again, whether it's Aunt Millie or Ford Motor Credit, the shorter the term, the fewer the finance charges you're going to pay. And when you shorten the term and reduce the balance, you gain the freedom to trade or sell the vehicle sooner if you so desire. But lastly, and this is the most important reason of all, when you put down money and you shorten the term, you get to the dream payment faster. You know what the dream payment is, don't you, Mitch? That's no payment at all, okay? So taking into consideration, you'd save money a couple different ways, gain freedom, and get to a no payment faster. If you can't do 10 to 13, how close could you come?
Probably do 3.
Okay? Now, if you're as smart as I think you are, you're not the kind of guy that wants to finance your taxes either, okay? Could you put down another check for the taxes as well? It's going to be about $1,800.
No.
Okay, hey, not a problem. We'll leave it at $3,000. Now, I come to the desk, and I say, boss, he said he'll put down $3,000. Wouldn't you rather have it that way than you just shooting in the dark?
No, yeah.
I mean, does this make, by the way, is this all the truth?
Yes.
How much money does he have to put down? Near as I can tell, $3,000. That word for word. It's in the book. Okay, it's not only word for word in the book. I'll send you videos of this too. All right. To me, this is just professional. What's the average term on a new car loan these days? A little over 72. If I buy an Explorer from you, Mitch, and I put down $2,000, my credit's decent, I can probably get away with that. When can I trade with you? And if I finance it for 72 months?
3 years probably, at the earliest.
Well, whoa, 3 years, I hope. That's a 6-year loan, right?
Right.
Year 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5. Should not be that good.
You know what the number, by the way, this is a Ford Motor Credit stuff.